Hi guys, welcome back to the DeVores Wild Fam. We're going to have beef stew for dinner, and I'm also making some potato fries for after school. Excuse my dirty oven. Hi, so I've been noticing like how long my hair has been getting because it was shaved the summer before last, so it's finally growing. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here real quick and chat for a minute. So yeah, beef stew tonight, and we had chicken tacos last night, and the night before that was turkey soup. And so I made it to where I know we will have some leftovers, because tomorrow night me and my husband are either gonna go on a date out to dinner somewhere or have our date night in with maybe those like mini wontons or something. So the kids will have 3 things to choose from for dinner for themselves. They'll just have to heat it up. And I made the chicken tacos were really good last night. And there's even some, because I fried up some tortillas. They were just really good. So they can have that, or they can have the turkey soup, which cracked me up because none of them wanted to eat the turkey soup. They're like, we don't want that. And I'm like, well, this is dinner, so if you don't eat it, I guess you're going hungry. And so they all ate it, and all of them went back for thirds. That's the least amount of leftovers that we have. Was the turkey soup. Was a big hit. I think it just tasted so good. I think because my husband smoked it on the barbecue, it kind of gave it a different flavor. I think it was the best turkey soup I've ever had. I was pretty dang proud of it. Even though I didn't cook the turkey, it was good. And then we have the chicken tacos, and then tonight's the beef stew. I need to go move my garlic around. I forgot to chop up garlic, and then I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna add because we have the already minced garlic. And I spooned it in there real quick. I need to go spread it around, but that can wait for a minute because I wanted to chat. So a week ago, I posted the food stamp vlogs, the Costco one and the Winco one, and we still do have food stamps left, and I might do one more stock up on like baking supplies and stuff. But I think we're gonna try to hold on to it, because once they give it to you, you don't have like a certain amount of time and then they take it back. We have it until we use it all up. So we don't qualify next month because he worked overtime. We might qualify again in the winter because he won't get as many hours, but I'm thinking we probably won't apply because we have a pretty good amount in there. I'd like to maybe save it for the winter months. And I knew when I posted those videos that I was gonna get negative feedback, and I get it. Not everybody understands. Some people, I had to delete a lot of comments, people saying that I was abusing the system and taking what I don't need, and I get it, you know. But I did have one comment from a girl, and I left it on there, and I did write her back. She started off by saying how she commended me for buying healthy choices for my family, but then went to say that she doesn't like it when people that are on food stamps buy prepackaged food or expensive cuts of meat or soda. And I was like, okay, we didn't have expensive cuts of meat unless you count the ribs, which at Costco for 3 rack ribs, I think it was like $18, which that's a lot of ribs that will last us because we didn't cook all 3 racks of ribs. We got cheap steaks, ground beef, pork chops, and chicken. Just kind of, it's not like we were buying filet mignon or ribeyes. I don't know. She made it sound like it wasn't about me, but I felt like it was, because we did have some prepackaged stuff. The sodas I did not use the food stamps for, but I did have like ice cream sandwiches, the chips, I can't even remember, the taquitos. Nothing too bad. And I know I don't need to explain myself, but the reason why I wanted to make this video, because she had made a comment about it doesn't look like we qualified for SNAP benefits, which is food stamps, because, and she wrote it on my back to school vlog, so I don't know why she didn't write it on the food stamp blog, but she wrote, because I'm wearing designer sunglasses and it looks like I drive a relatively new SUV with leather seats. Well, okay, I can see that. So I wrote her back. I was very nice. you don't always know somebody's story. So first of all, my sunglasses are not designer, they're prescription sunglasses. I need to see to drive. I don't like the transitional eyeglasses. They don't get dark enough to block the sun for me, so I don't like those. So my insurance covered prescription sunglasses, and I've had them for about 3 years now. Our car is a 2009 or 2010, so it's used. Prior to that, if you've watched our vlogs for any amount of time, we've only had it was a year in May we got it. Prior to that, we drove a 15-passenger van that was a 96 that we drove literally into the ground, like it could not be fixed anymore. And it was right when we were getting ready to move here, so we needed another car. So it is a used car. But what I want to say is that even if our car was new, even if it was a 2020 SUV and I was wearing designer sunglasses and I had my nails done and we had a huge house and fancy furniture and designer clothes, so what? You never know what somebody went through, why they're on food stamps. Maybe somebody got sick in their family that was the breadwinner, like the husband. Maybe one of the breadwinners lost their jobs because of COVID. I mean, so many people were without income, couldn't make their mortgage payments or their power bill or utility, it just everything, even though they might have been, you know, who knows, like a doctor or something. Like, things got shut down, small businesses, people lost income. Didn't mean that all of a sudden they had no income and they just right away were able to get rid of their new cars or downsize to a smaller house. I'm just saying crap happens, and you shouldn't judge a cover. Is that how you say? You shouldn't judge a picture by its cover. Is that the saying? You never know. You never know. I know people that have had to get on food stamps and cash aid because of the whole COVID thing, and they ran small businesses and were left without any source of income. Last year, we didn't have any source of income. Like, we were without nothing. But we didn't apply for food stamps. We were lucky enough that the neighborhood in our church was able to help us. And we're lucky enough that I feel like me and my husband are very smart at budgeting for our food. I've always been able to stretch meals because we have a large family, and I knew having a lot of kids, that comes with the territory. But when they told us that we qualified for the couple months, A, because of COVID and they lost the free lunch program at school, and B, because our youngest daughter is special needs, our caseworker was telling us, you know, take the help when you can get it, stock your pantry, and that's what we chose to do. And I wanted to put a realistic video out there of a real family with a lot of kids, not just I went to the grocery store and bought flour, yeast, and rice and potatoes. Just because you're on food stamps doesn't mean you're gonna turn into Ma Ingalls. I'm just saying, like, even people that have food stamp benefits, some moms still work, some moms are busy, some moms have a lot of kids. Sometimes it's nice to have some of that convenience prepackaged food. Plus, a lot of times, and this is sad, it's cheaper than the fresh stuff. That's just a sad fact. No, I wasn't running out buying cases of Coke or beer, or I don't think you can get beer on food stamps. You know, just tons of junk food. I didn't do that, but I'm just saying, even if somebody did that has food stamps, that's their story. Like, you just shouldn't judge. I knew I was gonna get that stuff when I posted it, but I like to keep my vlogs very real. This is real life here. I really do have 6 kids. We really are on food stamps. They gave it to us for 2 months. My youngest daughter really does have autism. She's on the spectrum. She has ADHD. She has encephalopathy, however you say that word. She has sensory disorder. I have my oldest daughter going through stuff. I mean, it's real life here. Me and my husband don't always get along. I fight with my kids. I yell at them for not doing chores. That's the kind of stuff that we eat. I do, for the most part, make a lot of things from scratch, and sometimes I get burned out and I don't want to make cookies, and so sometimes I will grab a pack of Oreos, and that's just, it's life. It's real life. Anyway, just wanted to come on here and say that and show you my stew, which I need to go stir because the garlic's like sitting in a clump. And I do hope that me and my husband can actually go out on a date and not just have a date night in, because it's been a while since we've been out, just me and him. I know we've been hanging out with friends here and there at barbecues, but I would like to go out to dinner, just me and him. I think it would be nice. And usually when we go out to dinner, we tend to split meals because we can never decide, and so we just usually get like an appetizer or something to share. Usually we do Mexican, that's usually our favorite. I don't know, maybe we'll do Chinese food. And he gets paid tomorrow, so depending on the bills this week and his paycheck, we might have to stay in and have mini wontons, but that's okay too. That's why I buy stuff like that, because we try to keep the romance any way we can in our marriage. So I guess that's it. My hair is long, beef stew's going, might go out tomorrow, kids are eating leftovers. That's why we have food stamps. Don't judge people, because you never know. Now, it's a totally different thing if you're abusing the system. If you have all kinds of money hidden away and you're doing really good and you lie about your income or whatever, then yeah, that's wrong. And there are people that do that. And yeah, there's always somebody that's gonna do that. But for the honest people like us, I'm not gonna feel bad that we're using this food stamp for 2 months. I don't care what you write me, and you can write whatever. I approve all the comments. So this is our life. We have 6 kids, and it is a weight off my shoulders that I was able to use that money to stock our pantry the way it's stocked, because I don't know if another shutdown's gonna happen. I honestly think Jesus is coming back soon. Bring it on. I'm ready to go. Like, maybe Jesus will come back and take us, and the people that are left behind will be able to eat out of our pantry. I don't know. All right, guys, chicken tendies.